Boom. What's up, guys? It is Thursday. Funnel Team coming at you. Bill, myself, our team, awesome people hanging out. Um, and we got some awesome stuff for you guys today. It's a day of giving. I'm gonna give you guys some cool stuff. And I just mentioned before I hit record, um, the microphone here because I have my housekeepers here making a whole bunch of noise. At least for me, it's like, God, can you clean quieter? But this microphone here, I bought this, geez, I don't even know. I'd say at least like 4 or 5 years ago. I bought this microphone. I spent about, it was out of everything I own, out of like legit every tool that I own for my business, whether it be like, you know, little tripod stands or cameras or lighting or whatever else. This is probably the thing I spent the most amount of money on. Um, but it is awesome. It is, I've like every single voiceover VSL like video sales video that you guys have ever heard for our team has been recorded with this microphone. And it's just a killer microphone. I've even had other creators in the space out there reach out to me and ask me, they're like, dude, your videos sound so good. What type of microphone are you using? So, when you guys are recording, I mean, you don't, this is a total tangent from today, by the way. You do not need to have a microphone. You don't. But for me as a creator, it's something I really enjoy having. And I wanted to make that investment in my business because I wanted good quality audio. And by the way, if you buy a microphone, a boom stand, right, lighting, tripod doodads, more microphones, and whatever else, all these things are what, Bill? Tax deductible business expenses. You can write them off. You can write them off. And that's the beauty of having a home-based business. You get to write all this cool stuff off. So if you buy lighting or whatever, who knows? Maybe you go out and you buy a water bottle for your business. That could be a tax deductible expense. Coffee mug. I got to drink coffee while I'm at work. That's a tax deductible expense.
Ivy writes everything
Oh, you can
off.
you could literally write everything off. It's crazy.
He's like he's constantly going to,
Yeah.
meetings all
By the way,
over.
we're not CPAs. This is not financial advice. It's just education.
Yep.
It's infotainment. Okay, so let's talk about today. What do we got? First off, everybody, welcome here. Good to have you guys here. Great sales week. A lot of people pumping. Kirsty, as usual, right at the top of the leaderboard, smashing it out. Just having another killer week. Shout out to her. She's doing great. Mark, many other people getting multiple sales this week. So just awesome to see you guys out there crushing it. Thanks again to Mark for coming out yesterday, sharing with us like, oh, hey, I had so many comments. I couldn't even keep up. I had to go live. And oh, yeah, I went live and I made sales. Like, what? Just an awesome story. Like, awesome story. So we're going to do a weekend contest. Now, how many of you want to be able to, just like Domingo a couple of weeks ago, guys, we did a going live challenge. We said, hey, go live. If you do, we'll take your name, we'll put it in the wheel of names, and we'll add you to Bill's email list. I'll add you to my personal rotator, and we'll ensure that you get a sale. And on top of that, Domingo got like 20 or 30 leads or whatever it was, which is awesome. And now Shannon got herself into my personal rotator because she did the YouTube challenge. Was it the YouTube challenge? Was that our last challenge?
It was
Yeah, I think it was. It was doing a YouTube video, right?
yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Everyone
I
just
still got to
agreed.
get
Yes,
it. I
Dan,
got to get
correct.
her. I still got to get her link. I don't know if she heard me yesterday, but she's
Oh
here.
yeah,
I see her.
Shannon, hit up Bill. Message Bill.
Just
Get
give me
him
the
your capture
the
page link.
the app
Um,
link.
so, well, actually, yeah, Shannon has her own funnel that she's using, but she can still get you her link.
Oh,
Um,
I'll do her own funnel as long as she has a capture page. I want her to
yeah,
get
she
the
does.
leads.
She does.
Yeah. All
She can get you that.
right. Okay,
Oh, she
Shan,
says
I'll
she
check
tried
it
to
out.
DM
I'm
you. All right,
sorry.
yeah, double check your. Might have went
I
into.
got to do a better follow up.
Yeah, might have went into spam a lot there. Um, so we're gonna do another contest this weekend, but it's a very specific challenge. It's gonna be around YouTube, but I'm gonna I'm gonna spell it all out for you. Okay, I'm gonna make it really easy for you. Um, we have, hopefully most of you guys know this, but we have an incredible cash promo going on right now inside of our business, inside of my econ. Cash promo, meaning the company is giving out even more money. So what we are going to do as a team is we are going to let everybody know that we are probably one of the only companies out there right now that is giving away even more cash, where most companies are tightening down, they're paying out less commissions, they're changing compensation plans, all these other things. My econ said, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. We're going to give you even more money. We want you guys to make even more money. So let's dive in and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. And then I want to talk about another YouTube trick, tip, advice. I'm gonna give you guys a piece of content that I created this morning that um, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I did, how I did it, how I came up with the idea. You guys can literally just take it and run with it. So please, like, take all my info and everything I give you guys here and just run. That's it. So let me share my screen. We're gonna go into the team training site right here. Team training. Let me just pull some. I gotta move some menus out of the way over here so I can see all my stuffs. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so in the team training site, where do you think I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go into the vault. So we go into the vault like normal, right? Boom, vault. Here we go. Now, from here, here's our YouTube idea for this weekend. Okay, we're going to go into webinar slides. Everybody see right here where it says webinar slides? So comment webinar slides. Or if you're from Boston like me, you can say webinar. It's in the webinar file, guy. I try not to talk like a Bostonian. But anyway, that's me. So in here, we have the slides for, and by the way, I put these in here in April. I don't know if anyone else has taken advantage of these, but I put these in here in April. Now, this is a celebration 20.5. What does that even mean? Now, I'm going to go right off the gate here and say that there's 6 total slides. You really only need 4 of them. And to be honest with you, you really only need 3 of them. You don't have to do all of them. To be honest, you guys can go do whatever the heck you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. I'm just giving you guys the cliff notes. I'm just giving you guys the bullet points here, but this is the weekend challenge. Go make a video, presentation style video, webinar style video, slide style video, whatever you want to call it, and do it. Have the video go out either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So you got 3 whole days to get out there and go take some action, go make this happen, and just go do the work. And that's it. And then on Monday, we'll circle back. Anyone that does a challenge, we'll put you guys in the wheel of names, the trusty wheel of names, right? We'll put you guys in there and we'll pick a winner. The winner will go into my personal rotator. They'll get a guaranteed sale. They'll go into Bill's email list of like 50 bajillion thousand people. And Bill will send out an email to your capture page link to get you leads and possibly even more sales. But this is the presentation right here. It's really simple. So 20.5, what does that really mean? My econ this year in 2025 just turned 20 years old. So what my econ wanted to do from, literally 6 months, from April through October, we're going to give you more cash. So it's a 20-year celebration. The company's paying out even more money. Yippee, which is really freaking awesome because most companies are reducing their compensation plans. They're cutting back on costs. They're cutting employees. Right. I mean, Bill, how many in the last, I don't know, 3 years? Yeah. See, perfect comment. Linda says, I forgot about this. This is why we're talking about this, because we need to remind each other and remind everybody else that's out there that's looking at my econ that, oh, hey, by the way, we're paying out even more money right now this year. Bill, how many companies that you can think of in the last, I don't know, 2 to 3 years have either A, closed their doors, or B, reduce their compensation plan, slim back on the amount of employees that they have, cut costs, all of those things. How many
At
that you
least a
can think
do
of?
at least a dozen.
Yeah.
We have some real big ones this year, but there's a handful every year. So if you go 3 years, at
Yep.
least a dozen. And the ones that survived, they did some really nasty things.
Yes.
They
Oh, I
uh,
mean,
they got rid of the affiliate program, and I'll
hmm
give you one right now, Dan.
yep.
I meant to tell you this. You know that Now Site company,
Yeah.
they did a dirty to their affiliates because I had an account there a few years ago, and I get a text message every day now that they got rid of the affiliate program. So an affiliate got me in, a well-known one, and literally, um, now I get they don't pay them anymore, and now I get messages every day on how cheap they'll give me the program if I come back.
Yeah.
So that's a real dirty. But anyway,
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I had somebody, it was months ago, maybe 6 months ago, whatever it was, somebody that was on our team, by the way, that was trying to pitch me on Now site. And I'm just like, get out of here. Come on. Like, really? Push that stuff up on me. We give you free funnels. Like, why would I want to sign up for a page builder? I don't know. Anyway, so the main notes that you guys need to know here. So if you guys want to take notes, if you guys want to comment the stuff down below, the main notes are 20 years. My econ just hit 20 years. Legacy company, meaning they've been around for decades, right? They've been around for a while. They're not. This is not one of those here today, gone tomorrow companies. And everything that I'm going to tell you are, basically like notes that you guys could take, that you guys could use as you guys are speaking and going through this presentation here. So they decide to give you even more money. They're already paying 70% upfront commissions, and now you can make up to 95% upfront commissions. So it's a celebration of 20 years being in business, and they wanted to be the highest payout in the industry. Okay, so and then you move on to the second slide. So really, the first four slides is what I'm going to cover today and what you guys can use. You could use some of that. You could use all of that. I'm not even going to share slides 4 and 6, although, I mean, 5 and 6, if you guys want to use them, you can. Rank up to bank up. This is really simple. They made it even easier for you guys to rank up. Okay. Gold just takes 2 personally enrolled people to get to gold. I think gold used to be, I'll say it was 5. I might have been years ago, Bill. I think when we got started, I think gold was like 10, wasn't it?
oh yeah, when I got
Yeah.
started at
It's
Infinity I think was
a
400
thousand.
people. It was or maybe 1,000. I don't know. It was
CEO
a lot.
CEO is 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, CEO was 1,000 and 10 legs. You had to have at least 10 legs.
Yeah.
Can't
It's
have a
crazy.
hundred. And now it's like so easy.
Oh yeah. So rank up to bank up. Um, they're making it even easier for you to, rank up in your business. Okay. They're making it even easier. So, again, EVP Platinum literally only takes 10 people. This used to be, um, Platinum used to be 15, I think. So again, they lowered that. They made that easier, even easier. EVP Infinity only takes 38. This used to be 100. Okay, so if you guys are taking notes, this used to be 100. Now it's 38. I mean, talk about making it easy, right? And then to get to CEO Infinity, this used to be 300, and now it's 200. Okay, so used to be 300, now it's 2. So all of these ranks, they're making it super, super easy because, plain and simple, guys, they want more people making more money. That's it. They want more people making more money. It's a celebration, 20 years in the industry. They want to help more people make more money. Okay, so that's the second slide. Third slide. This is where you get into the actual, like, what the bonus is. Again, pretty simple, pretty easy to understand. When you personally enroll somebody, okay, when they renew 30 days out, I'm just going to put the 30 over here so it's big and bold and nobody forgets it. When they renew 30 days out, no matter what level that you bring somebody in at, they could join at 25, they could join at 59, they could join at 99, it doesn't matter. When they renew, you're going to get a $7.50 bonus. And here's the best part, there is no cap, there is no limit to how many people, all right, you can enroll throughout this time period. there's no limit per week, no limit per month, no limit per, the 6 month that this promo is active. If you enrolled 100 people, when they renew, it'd be 100 people times 750. That would be your bonus, right? If you enrolled 1,000 people times 750 when they renew. Okay. So whatever that number is, and you get that, by the way, you get that literally 30 days out. You don't have to wait till the end of the promo to get that 750. That 750 is going to come. I think it's the week after they renew. Is that accurate, Bill? I think it's the week after they renew.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
thought so. Okay. So that's it. That's your enrollment period. Pretty simple. Earn unlimited bonuses, upfront commissions, overrides, DTR. And by the way, in case anyone wonders, you guys see the terms DTR. DTR stands for Dream Team Residuals.
Which is
Dream
today.
Team Residuals. In other words, that the Dream Team Residuals is just a fancy my econ phrase for your monthly residuals. That's it. That's all it is. That's your monthly residuals. That's it. Okay. So that's the third slide. Fourth slide, and in my opinion, this is really the last slide that you need to cover. Um, you can do, like I said, the fifth and sixth if you want, but this is it right here. This is the plain black and white math right here. Okay. Best payout in the industry. And you can see here up to 90%. Once you add in the 750, we'll just call that 95%, 78%, 71%. So normally somebody joins at the $25 level. So we'll just do them off to the side here, right? You get 25, you got the 45 right here when someone joins at. You get the 99 right here, and then you got the 59, which is your global, your international outside of the USA. So when someone joins at 25, you're going to get a $15 upfront commission plus the 750 total override or total bonuses of $22.50. So that's 90% direct commissions. Okay. Somebody joins at 45, you're going to get a $35 upfront commission. All right. And then when they renew 750, it's a total of $42.50. And again, a total of about 95% direct commissions. Someone joins at 99, you get a $70 upfront commission plus the 750. When they renew, $77.50 total payout for you. And then you get a $59 join for the international outside of the US, $35 upfront plus the 750, $42.50 total payout for about 71% total override. Okay. What do we got here? If we rank up during the promo, do we maintain that rank even if the required numbers go up after October? Asking for a friend. You mean even if the numbers go down? If the numbers go up, you're always going to stay at that rank.
She means to maintain because you do need to maintain. So they'll
Yeah,
never take your title away,
yeah,
but you can become unqualified for money. But not, I'm not answering that to your question because that is a good question. I know my econ and they never do dirty, meaning I would bet they have a formula that anyone that ranks up during that time, that's the number that they need to maintain compared to someone like myself who ranked up not during the promo. Does that make
hmm
sense, Dan and Shannon? That makes sense, but I'll
yeah.
find
I
that
mean,
out.
whether you rank up, to me, yeah, I get it because they lowered the rank, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, they would never change that if you ranked up to infinity, which is 38, and let's say it was 70, and you ranked up to 38, and then the promo ends, and let's say you have 60 active members, you're still going to be in an EVP Infinity. You're still going to be in Infinity, and I would imagine because you ranked up during the promo, you crossed the threshold during the promo, that they would still pay you on the EVP residuals. Um, that would be my guess. Um,
And usually, just the way the pay plan works, if you ranked up and you continued momentum, it's a non-issue. But I can tell you this, it's a good question, Shannon, but it would never happen because if it did, it'd be fixed. Anything, they're here to help us.
yeah,
We do not have greedy corporate leadership.
yeah.
Trust me on that.
And again, remember why they're doing the promo is they rolled out this promo as a 20-year celebration so you guys could get more money, you know. So
Exactly.
like Bill said, they 100% want to do right by the affiliate. Okay. So
Yes.
that's and in my opinion, you get one, two, three, four. That's what you need right there. So the challenge or the contest for this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is go take these slides and go talk about the My Econ 2025. There's your headline. Okay, so talking. Hopefully, you guys are taking all these notes, right? There's your headline. There's the title of the video. My Econ 2025 cash promotion, 6 months.
Love it.
Okay, it's all in here. 6 months. They're paying out even more money, and they're doing what most companies are not doing right now. They're going against the grain. They're paying you more money, and it's a great chance for people to come in and take advantage of literally some of the highest payouts in the industry. Like, what company out there right now is paying 95% direct commissions? Like
There,
95%. That's
there really isn't. I'm not being biased. There's
yeah.
not.
That's
I mean, that's my job to compare. I do all my research. This is the part that this right here is probably one of the best challenges that we've ever done. Well, and I didn't even know it was going to happen. And what I mean by that is we have to let the we have to let other leaders and other affiliates know our pay plan. They can do what they're doing wherever they're at right here and make a lot more money with the same
mhm,
amount of work. Um, on that note, Dan, I know it's elementary, but I'm just thinking out loud for some of the newbies. I know how I would do it. Everyone has their own style.
mhm.
What would be the best way? Because I know the question's probably going to come up. What would you use the easiest for someone who's really new here and is just getting started making the videos to record this the right way? Because you're putting it up here, it's great, but
Mhm.
and it's in the PowerPoint, I'm sure, and all that. But how would you have someone record it that is wondering that? I'm just thinking out loud. You know what I mean?
I mean,
What
I
would you
use
point them to?
Zoom. I use
That's
Zoom, and
yeah,
Zoom is free. We're in Zoom right now. Um,
yes.
you don't need a paid Zoom account. I believe you don't need a paid Zoom account to record, unless I'm wrong. But I mean, Zoom is free, and then most whatever your device is, most of you guys will have some type of screen share recording video software on your device. Like, I know if I open my thing up here for, I'm just looking at my MacBook. I have a QuickTime player. A QuickTime player I'm almost positive you could use to record with Macs. I'm sure with an Android or a Microsoft type of device, it would be a different thing. But I've always used Zoom for my videos because just the share screen option. And then
Gotcha.
once you're here, I think somewhere, yeah, right here. Once you're on the screen, I think you literally just hit slideshow like I just did there, and then it opens up full screen. And then on your
Beautiful.
device, wherever you're at, like if I wanted to, I'm already recording, so I would just hit record, and then that's it. And then I'm literally just using my mouse or my arrows to move back and forth between the slides.
Well,
Um,
Mark, you just got a nugget there. Mark's still struggling and learning.
yeah,
Um, he just did it right in front of you. And in your little picture, your little videos on the top too.
yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then as you're recording, yeah, your camera is going to be in the top right, and you can move it. By the way, you can just hold your mouse over it, and move it. But now I'm full screen, and now I'm recording full screen, which is what I would. This is literally what I do with my videos. So I record full screen. Um, and what you could do it like if I hit escape, right? I bounce out of it. And um, what you can do if you want, you could also you don't have to go full screen because sometimes when you go full screen, the zoom menu can be a little tricky to see and navigate. So you could do it just like this. I mean, you don't have to go full screen. You don't have to.
Gotcha.
You can, but you don't have to. But that's a great question. And then you could even like if I hit where is it fit? Let me see. So if I did 100, you can also change the view here. So if I went to like 100%, see how it gets a little bigger, and I
Oh
could
yeah.
try to fit this a little better. So if I did 90%, or if I went down to like 75%, it makes it a little bit bigger. I think it was at like 50. Yeah, it was at like 50. But you could blow this up and change the view right here, literally where it just says, or again, depending on your device. But this is just in the G Drive and the G Suite and PowerPoint, so you can
And then
adjust
not to go deep down, but
the
then they
zoom.
have to edit it. I'm just thinking out loud. So,
You don't have. There's no editing required.
well, what if when I've done a Zoom, there's a lot of stuff that I don't want in it, like retakes and all that kind of
Sure,
stuff
sure. If you're gonna record it, you meaning if you
for the
editing, you're
YouTube.
talking
Yeah.
after you record it. You're talking like chopping out dead
Yes.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Um, and again, the platform that I use for video editing is Veed. Um,
Okay.
I love Veed. Veed is like the bomb.com for me, but this is a paid platform. No, not gonna lie, that Veed is paid, but it's a incredible video editor, and you can automatically chop out dead space with Veed. They have the AI in there where it automatically chops out the dead space, which is really cool. But there's other videos out there. I know for me, for years, legit for years, I used iMovie, at least with a Mac. I used iMovie. iMovie's free, comes with all Macs. And
Hmm.
I also know, I don't know the name of it, but I know that all Microsoft, whether it be a Dell or whatever, like Microsoft also has a video editor um, in
They do.
in the settings somewhere. I don't remember what it's called, but I know they have one as well. Okay. So that's the weekend challenge. Go through these. Again, you only need really the first four slides. This one, boom, slide two, rank up to bank up, fast cash flow, builder bonus, and then best payout in the industry. And that's it. That's all you need. Okay. So that's one thing. Other thing I want to talk about is uh, speaking of YouTube, I want to talk about another idea. And yeah, for me, iMovie is very user friendly. In the beginning, I was like, "Whoa!" But like
Yeah.
anything, dude, like once you go do it, and then you do it again, it just gets a little easier and a little easier. And by the way, with all of this stuff, guys, YouTube is your best friend if you're trying to figure out how to do something. Okay, and this is where you're like, you don't message DK and go, "Hey, how do I chop out dead space in iMovie?" I'm not there for that.
Yeah.
That's what YouTube is for. Okay. Go to YouTube and type in how to
And
use iMovie.
I'll
Um,
throw a bone out to I use ScreenPal. So I use something like Veed for the AI stuff that I'm still learning, but for simple, where I could use it with my eyes closed. And I think there is a free version. It used to
mhm.
be called Screenomatic. Now they call it ScreenPal.
Yep.
Real easy for simple stuff. No AI stuff, but just cut. It's the most easiest thing in the world. I'm horrible at iMovie. I
Yep.
remember when the iPhones came out, I was trying to, my daughters used to use that better than me.
Personally, for me, iMovie is way easier on a desktop than it is on my phone. I never, ever, ever, maybe this is just a clue, but I never, ever edit videos on my phone. I mean, if it's a short video, and I'm doing like a TikTok or something like that, yeah, CapCut all the way. But if we're talking about YouTube and we're talking about a full length video longer than a minute, I always edit on my laptop or desktop. So check this out. And there's also, by the way, there's CapCut for desktop. Um, CapCut for desktop. Now, CapCut for desktop, your first, I think it's like your first three, maybe five edits are free. And then once you start editing multiple
Same.
videos or certain length videos, they want you to pay. CapCut is a really good editor. If you use the paid version, it's a really good video editor. But if you're just starting out, you want to use iMovie, you want to use the free Microsoft one. Those, especially when you're just getting started for YouTube videos, those will do it. Those will do it for you. You don't need to go fancy. You don't need to go fancy. I use Veed specifically for certain things, like putting captions, like putting arrows, like when I say, hey, hit the subscribe button, you got the cool little animation that comes up and the little subscribe and someone clicking on the button and doing the doodad. Like that's fancy stuff you can find on Veed that you cannot find on, say, like iMovie. Um, so they all have their
And,
perks. Okay.
and by the way, this challenge, if we do it right with the right keywords and everything,
Hmm.
this thing, this could be a viral moment for my econ
For
because
sure.
this is what it's about. All the
Yeah.
other stuff is great, but pay plan, pay plan, pay plan.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You got, let's say you got Joe Schmo going over to YouTube to research my econ, and then they go take a look, and there's 10 videos all about the cash promotion and the compensation plan. It's like, oh, hey, what's this? Hey, what's this? I had a guy hit me up yesterday. It was beautiful. Literally
Hmm.
hit me up. Um, and this is the crazy part. They didn't even watch my tutorial, like all about the funnel team and what we do and whatever. That came as a surprise later, literally after he got started. He reached out to me and said, hey, I've been watching your my econ videos. I love the compensation plan. Give me your link. And I was like,
I
sure,
love it.
no problem. I'll do that for you. Um, and then it was like, oh, hey, what about this or that or whatever. But like as they were signing up, they had some additional questions. But they went in there, they did their own research. I didn't have to, it was just it was beautiful because like then once they got started, they're like, oh, hey, what it, this was a great question with a fantastic answer. They asked, what do you and your team offer in addition to what my econ offers? And I was like, huh, hold my beer. Like, hang on. So it was I was like, oh, you don't know? All right, hang on. um, but it's there's people out there doing the research. So this is why we're getting the content out there. You know what I mean? So this morning, every morning when I'm sitting here, one of the very first things that I do is I go put out a new piece of YouTube content. Now, I'm only human. I don't always have ideas. Sometimes I need ideas. Ready? Sometimes I need ideas. So I started this morning, and I've shared this with you guys before. I'll bring it up again here. In your YouTube studio, you guys have this little inspiration tab right here. And you'll find it under content, and then under content, when you're in your studio under content, you'll see your videos, your shorts, your lives, your all those other things right there, right? But then you have this little inspiration tab, and this pops up here, and it just gives you ideas. You can type stuff over here, and it will give you ideas, right? But I just went in here this morning. I was just looking for like, give me a keyword, give me a bullet point, give me some, I don't know, inspiration that I could run with. And for me, I don't know if it does it for you guys, but for me, it'll tell you this one is, some of your viewers are interested in this. Here's a popular topic. This one is very popular with your viewers. So I said, okay, let me take a look at this one. Side hustle deep dive, unveiling the secrets. And that sometimes all we need is a trigger, just a little trigger, a little reminder, a little just kind of like poke, whatever it is, to give us the idea to go run with. So I was like, side hustle deep dive. And if you really dive down, it'll give you the thumbnail, it'll give you the topics, it'll give you the bullet points once you click into all this. But I thought of this and I was like, and it reminded me, this trigger right here reminded me of a TikTok video that I saw, which was it was a genius question to ask by this creator. And it reminded me of the video I saw on TikTok. And the video on TikTok said, why aren't more people talking about membership based side hustles? And I was like, oh, she gets it. And I don't even know who this person was. I was just scrolling through my feed and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. Membership based side hustles. Because right now, when you think about side hustles, SH right here for side hustles, when you think about that, most people are doing what? What are most people trying to sell with a side hustle? Put it in the comments. You guys know what this is, right? And this is where and this whole everything I'm going to give you guys right now all stemmed from just poking my head into the inspiration tab. So when people are starting a side hustle, put in the comments right now. What do you guys think? What is the average person out there selling with a side hustle? What are they selling? Yeah, products, but what type of product? What type of product?
Health and wellness.
Books, yeah, ebooks, right?
All right.
Ebooks, courses, ebooks and courses, right? Everyone's selling a course. Course. People are buying courses to sell the courses. Everyone's doing the course thing. Most of the people out there that are selling the course thing are buying a course to sell a course. Most of the people didn't create their course. And if they did create their course, most people nowadays created their course with ChatGPT. They haven't actually done the stuff that's in the course. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of backwards. So, like what we give you guys, and this is just a quick side tangent here, but what we give you guys in your training is stuff that we actually do. When we talk about short form videos, like we're out there doing the short form videos. When we're talking about YouTube videos, we're out there doing the YouTube videos. We give you guys what we actually do. But circle back, when you think about, having a side hustle and doing a side hustle, going out there selling courses, most side hustles are one level affiliate deals, meaning you make the money once and then it's gone. You sell a course, you get the money, and then it's gone. You do a one level affiliate deal, you usually sell that tool, that thing, that whatever it is, you get the money, and then it's gone, right? That's one type of side hustle. So I thought to myself, I'm like, what if I did a comparison of, you know, a, a course based one level affiliate side hustle versus option number two, a membership based side hustle. Okay. And again, all of this, and I'm going to give you everything, guys, by the way. All of this stemmed from, hey, you know what? Let me go get an idea. And then one thing led to another, to another, to another, and then it kind of snowballed. So here's the prompt, and you guys can even take this if you want. I went over to ChatGPT, and you guys can see it. Let me get this thing out of the way. You guys can see it right here. You guys can either A, copy this and go make your own version, or just hang on a second. And I'm literally going to give this to you. And I said, please create a guide explaining two different types of side hustles: selling courses or one level commission systems compared to a membership based business. I mean, simple, right? Hey, instead of you like going over a Word doc and being like, okay, what are the pros and cons? Let me try to think of this all on my own. Like, you guys have an incredible tool and resource called ChatGPT. All right. And then what did ChatGPT do? It's like in about half a second, it goes like, boom, here you go. Here's all this awesome stuff that you guys can use as reference. So what did I do? I copied all of it and I put it onto a document right here. And then I jumped into Zoom. I pressed record and I said, and then I just asked the question at here's my hook at the beginning of the video. Here's my hook. Why aren't more people talking about this specific type of side hustle? If you watch this video all the way through, we're going to break down the two different types of side hustles that are popular right now and why more people should be leaning towards option two versus option one. Let's dive in. That was literally my hook right there. So if anybody wants that, go back and watch this replay, grab that hook and go use it for yourself. Just saying. So then I literally went through, hey guys, today we're going to talk about the difference between two different types of side hustles out there. Number one, selling courses or one level, affiliate commission systems versus a membership based side hustle. We're going to talk about the pros. We're going to talk about the cons, and then you're going to get to decide which one is the best fit for you. Do you want to create quick cash, or do you want to create long-term, full-time passive residual income? Which one is a better fit for you? And again, those are some keywords that I talked about right there. By the way, what I'm going to do for you guys right now, I'm going to share this. Hang on, I got to shrink this down so I can see what I'm doing here. Restricted, anyone, viewer, copy, link. I'm going to go over here to the chat. For those of you guys that are here in the Zoom, you guys watching the replay, I'm going to drop this below the YouTube video. I just dropped the link to this document. It's literally called Side Hustle Guide. You guys take this, use this. You can go to ChatGPT and do the whole thing yourself if you want, or you kind of have the guide right here, so you can just take this and use it and run with it. So if you guys are looking for a content idea, a video idea for YouTube, boom, here you go. And I just went through and I just talked about, hey, And again, here's some notes. Here's some bullet points. One level thing, hey, if you guys are looking for quick cash, you guys want, just make your thing, do your thing, and make some money up front. Cool. This is a great way to do it. This is where a lot of people start out, when they're on TikTok or they're on social and they're trying to make some money online. A lot of people like buy a course to sell a course, right? Which is cool. And then this is where I personally really dove in right here. I'm like, this for me, um, it's great for upfront money. But one thing, and this is where I use the example. You guys can use the example too. I said, let's say you want to create a full time income. You want to create 5 figures a month. You want to create $10,000 or more per month. I said, think about it. If you're selling $100 course and you sell a course and you make $100. How many courses do you have to sell per day to create $10,000 a month in income? You would have to sell more than 3 courses per day in order to do that. So, as far as passive income goes, it's great for upfront money, but you will never be able to take your foot off the gas because you are constantly putting out content. This is more, selling a course is more like a job. Okay? You have to show up to it and you have to drive that content every single day. Now, if you go, let's say something happens in your life or you decide to say, "Hey, I'm going to take my foot off the gas." You could have some residual sales out there from, videos that, maybe they're getting thousands of views or whatever it is. You could have some residual sales that come in, but over time, and it could be a quick amount of time if you don't have a lot of, followers. Over time, the less you put out content, it's, the less sales you're going to make. End of story. So if you're looking to do this, is option number one really the best option for you? Um, you know, it could, and I've seen creators that can sell thousands of courses because they have millions of followers. So sure. But again, same exact thing. Once those creators stop creating the content, once you take your foot off the gas, the sales will decline. End of story. Okay. So that's something that I covered in my video. And then I went into, now let's talk about the membership based side hustle. You know, the cons are, and the pros are the pros. You guys know what the pros are. Recurring income, team leverage, it's scalable, right? One level course commissions, one level affiliate commissions is not scalable unless you're building your social profile to millions of followers. And for some reason, it's just going to keep going, but you could literally never take your foot off the gas. Okay. So the membership base, it is a little slower to start. It may take a little bit longer to build because maybe the commissions are a little bit smaller. You're building a team, you're working with people, etc. But this is where like retention comes into play, and um, you can start building long term. And the big word I hit here, big old P, for passive. You can create passive residual income here. If you wanted to get to $10,000 a month, you could just, whatever compensation plan you're working with, you could just do the math. How many people do I need to get to $10,000 a month? How many people do I need to bring in? And then here's the best part with this one, with the membership based type of side hustle. At some point, you can start to take your foot off the gas. And that right here, and this is what I covered in the video, that for me is why I do this. And I gave the example. I said, hey, you know what? Like, I haven't totally arrived, but for me, I go golfing, 1 to 2 times a week. Like, and I gave the example of, I said, hey, yesterday, I woke up, I posted a couple of videos, I went golfing, I came home, hung out with my wife, then I went out again, then I came back, I did a webinar last night, but it was a really, really loose schedule at this point in my life because of the retention that I have built. And you don't have to reference yourself if you don't want to. If you don't have those results, like, don't lie about it, and just say, hey, there's people that I work with that have created incredible passive residual income, and that's what I'm working towards. Really creating, because I mean, let's face it, like, do you want to work until you die? You know what I mean? If you're selling courses, that's kind of what you're going to be doing, right? But if you're creating passive income, well, you can get it to a point where you could start taking your foot off the gas. And that's what we're all working towards, is creating that passive residual income. So that's what I covered in the video right there. So you guys can kind of like take all those notes, take the document I just gave you. So if you're looking for a great content idea, but again, just remember, like, anybody could do what I just did. It all started with me going into my YouTube creator studio here, and I said, all right, give me a nugget, give me something I could run with. I took this, thought about something cool, went over to ChatGPT, said, hey, give me an idea for this, or give me a guide for this, or whatever. And you guys could do the same thing. And then it's like, oh man, that's really, really cool. And this right here was my entire focus, comparing selling a course versus a membership business. And that's it. And then I just made a video on that thing right there. And that's it. So I don't know. Was that helpful? You guys going to go use that? Anyone? You guys going to go use that? I hope so. Drop that in the comment. You guys going to take that? You guys going to use that? Anyone going to go make that video or go recreate that video? Anyone?
Nice.
Mark is. Yep. Okay. Shannon. Awesome. Mary. Yep. Boom. I'll actually, let me even show you guys. I'll give you guys more nugs if you guys want more nuggets. By the way, let me see. Where am I here? Where am I? I'll show you guys everything because I believe in giving stuff away. So now we're inside my studio here. And if you guys want, take my same exact headlines, take my same exact thumbnail style here. Why is this? Let me see if I can. Okay, scroll this up. So you guys can see right here. Here's my headline: the perfect side hustle in 2025? Question mark. This is my thumbnail. Super basic, super basic. Like, no, I didn't go crazy fancy, you know. And the most basic thumbnails, guys, are always the best ones. Always the best ones. Literally just me pointing, passive income, question mark. That's it. That's it. So the perfect side hustle for in 2025, question mark. That's it. So again, if you guys want to take that and run with that, and then obviously, if you guys need to go back and rewatch this video to get some of these little nugs and whatnot, again, feel free to go do that, because I'll take this replay and I'll have it in our replay playlist within probably 10 minutes of this video ending. So that's it. That's it. Bill, anything else? I mean, we have our contest, we have our instructions, and you're muted, buddy. You're muted. And we drop some bombs, you know.
I was muted because I was just doing something. I was just thinking, I was doing some math. I don't know why I just thought about this, but we'll throw another shout out to Kirsty. So you talk about memberships, right? Now,
Yep.
Kirsty's a heavy hitter. She's going out and getting many, she's going to average, right now, she's averaging close to 60 a week, okay, sales a week. So I just did some math.
Mm-hmm.
Literally and I want you to send this to her, 166 weeks, just herself with no team help, which, by the way, there will be team help, so it will shorten this. But 166 weeks, if she went at this pace and didn't stop, and like I said, it's probably going to be cut in half because of teamwork. She literally, with 10,000 team members, it's over $100,000 a month in membership commissions, passive, as they pay
Mm-hmm.
their memberships.
Yep.
I mean, that is an incredible opportunity. Incredible opportunity. Now, even if your goal was 10% of that, Dan, like it's
Mm-hmm.
like the opportunity is there. She's on a path to not to build a membership based, company
Mm-hmm.
all on her own, Dan. She's just killing it. So
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Robert, statement there explain going to Zoom and the steps we take. The best thing to do is go to YouTube. We're recording right now and we're in Zoom right now, so I can't show you what I'm clicking in Zoom, because like you can't see my menu. But if you just go to YouTube, I mean, I'll even do that too. So I'll show you if I were to look this up on YouTube, this is what I would do, and I would show you guys right now. But again, you guys can't see my menu. But if I went to how to record, and I'll just put screen share with Zoom, how to record screen share with Zoom, record your screen and face. There's a video right there. 80,000 views 2 years ago, and I can already see. You can see in the thumbnail exactly what she's doing. She is literally doing what I'm doing right now, which is you guys can see. You guys can see. Oops. Um, my video, my small screen there, and I'm sharing my screen right now and doing little doodads. How to share, how to share your screen and then record, because obviously she's got the little record button right there. So that's what I would do. That's a quick and easy way to learn. Always remember, always remember, guys. YouTube is your best friend when you're figuring out how to learn stuff. Linda, so the contest is go the vault, into the vault here. Boom, vault. Open that up, and you guys are going to see in the vault webinar slides right here, and you're going to use these webinar slides, specifically the cash promotion. And you're going to use the first 4 slides, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to record a video and put it on YouTube. And again, if you need to, go back and watch this replay again, which will be in the replay playlist. Go back and watch this video again, where I go over all the bullet points for it. And then just post the video Friday, Saturday, or Sunday this week. So that's tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. Just post the video. And that's it. And that, again, yeah. So like, Vanessa, go back to YouTube. Like we're going to end this and you guys can just grab the replay. I don't need to keep going back and showing you guys stuff I've already showed you. So just go watch the replay and you'll have it all, and you can just pause it and, slow down and, have all the information that you guys need. So that is it, man. That is it. Rocket contest. Let's get the word out. Incredible payout, incredible cash promotion going on right now. Great chance for more people to see that we are paying out even more money, up to 95% direct commissions, which is awesome. So that is it, my friends. Deuces. Have an awesome day. We'll see you guys right back here tomorrow, Friday, and we'll close out the week strong. Appreciate you guys. Bill, deuces, everybody. Later.